and be nasty and then bring it and be like, thank God, you ain't nothing but Shaquille.
I'm not.
And they keep up. But thank God for grace and mercy. You did it last week.
But you know what?
And I'm telling you this, God bless.
I'm really not sure. I'm working on it. The Lord is working with me while I work on it.
And then you gonna sit there and say, I'd have told her, and I'd have told, she's not me, because I'd have been a little bit more petty. But thank God for grace and mercy.
Whatever.
Now, I just want to say, if my head looks a little stiff, it's because I can't figure out why it keeps automatically just drifting off to the side like this. So I'm holding it like this. I just wanted to share with the people. Welcome back to Relax, Relate, and to Breathe. I'm the younger sister, Jackie.
And I'm the older sister, Nikki.
We are real life sisters, and we're going to be discussing real life topics. And the point of it is for you to come in, have a good time, relax, relate, and debrief. So the first thing we need you to do is make sure that you are subscribing. We are giving funny content. See what my hand did? I did that. Lean it towards this way. We're giving funny content. Okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to be discussing topics. Right now we're reviewing Married at First Sight. Plenty of things to come, but we are excited to grow this channel, and with that we need your help. Be sure that you're following us on all social media platforms. I also have fashion vlogging and videos and things like that I do. We have this channel with current hot topics that I'm doing with my lovely sister. So this channel, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification if you think that you're interested. Once you watch one episode, you should be interested.
You absolutely should be. Check us out. And
you talked about me with the microphone.
I told you every time I get on there, I'm like, oh.
But you're not. What are you doing?
I don't know. It just came on me like,
I'm trying to watch my. Okay.
And we're getting started.
And no, we will not be doing that.
Okay, so again, we watched Married at First Sight, and the last episode, most recent episode that occurred on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And we're going to start off with...
I want to start off with Clint and Gina. Because if my irritation level is not showing, I want to make sure that it is showing.
You like, shall I proceed?
Yes, indeed. I'm going to say it.
Okay, what about Clint?
That's how I feel about... All right. It's not even about Clint. It's about Gina. Remember, Martin? That's right.
Gina.
And how did you know my name was Gina?
Shaking, Miss Trinidad, but don't break.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Martin is one of our favorite shows, I promise you,
Absolutely.
of all time. Did you see that Will went to his house and they announced Bad Boys?
Absolutely. I was in the car with Will. I don't know if anybody saw me, but I knew it was coming.
What, with Will?
Mm-hmm.
Smith? I thought you were talking about Will. Okay.
Back to Clint and Gina.
Why would you tell that lie to these people?
I don't know.
Okay, so...
That's not a lie. I'm claiming it. Like, one day, I'm going to be in the car with Will Smith.
You ain't claiming that. You lying.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry. Woo, okay. Clint and Gina. Okay, we talked to y'all about them if you have not been keeping up with Married. If you don't watch the show, please watch our previous videos. But in regards to Clint and Gina, I'm over. She can go. I would not move in with Gina. I would go ahead and tap out.
I agree.
She is, I wouldn't. I don't think that she is, number one, I think that she's picky. Mm-hmm. Number two, I feel like she is here to let everybody know that she is successful. She has a salon, and that's it. Gina has nothing else going for her. Well, I'm not saying in life. I'm saying she does not give us anything else. If she wants to give us something else, it was that she didn't think Clint was attractive. Gina.
Baby, the way she told him time and time again, I am not attracted to you. I don't like you.
She told
You're
him
the definition of not attractive.
They went to the waterfall, which was nice. And like, okay, like they got lost. There for some reason on their excursion, their bus had ran into some issues with with weather. Wasn't it weather? It was weather related issues.
Yeah.
So they ran into some issues or whatever. They finally get to the waterfall. They finally get into the waterfall, and Gina's just like, I don't have that immediate attraction to you. You waited for the waterfall?
Listen, it was. Like Clint said, he was kind of disappointed that she is talking about that this early into
Clint did say the marriage.
It's like, okay, like that's a feature, and but what are you doing? What are you honestly doing to get to know me? I get like I might not have been your type, looks wise, but there was a reason that we were matched. So like, why not explore that option and to keep voicing that about what she doesn't like, not her preference, and I
was really thinking it was Clint. If you watch the first review, I was like, oh my goodness, Clint, typical man, this is that and the other. Gina is just not. And then like when she talks, she doesn't even sound like she's into it. The only thing that she talks about is her accomplishments. Yeah. Like she has nothing else in life going on, and you can be accomplished, but sometimes you want a partner and someone to share that with. Bring Clint in. She over there telling him like, yeah, I'm just independent. Try to work with me. That's what she's used to, and all of this other stuff. I was like, I was just over her and her conversation.
I was over her conversation, and then I just like the fact that I just was laughing at the fact that she got so mad in the preview for next week that he talks about that he's dated slender women. Like, that's his preference.
Because she went in on him.
And my thing is that same energy that you gave him.
Right.
He didn't reciprocate that. So when she said that she didn't like him, he could have came
was
quiet. Back. Like, he was quiet.
I think he was offended.
And he was very much offended. And I seen like a little clip of the after show where Shaquille was saying that that was a bruise to his ego. You could tell that he always talks. And so in that moment when he stopped talking completely, he didn't have a lot to say.
It was very rude.
Why do you keep saying that? You keep, and then so he had to come out. Like, I'm like, Clint is like me, but he not like me because in that moment when she would have said that to me, I would have been petty and said something back to her. I would have said that right then and there.
No, but because he didn't, that let me know that Clint actually does have true intentions.
Yeah, I don't. Like, if you say something immediately to me like that,
oh my gosh.
I'm coming, sister, clap back. I know you lying talking about my hair and you sitting up here looking like you looking.
She just, and it wasn't, I agree with him. I was disappointed in the timing too, because the reason why is because they were having a moment where they were just having a nice time.
Yeah.
They were talking about stuff. Like, we're just having a nice time. And here you come out with, just to be clear, while we kikiing, you're not even that cute.
Not while we kikiing.
That's what she did.
So
they were in the waterfall. They were having a good time. It was a nice excursion date on the honeymoon. They're in Jamaica.
Yeah, so. I mean, he was complimenting her, saying like, you kept your cool, like, because it was like a little bit of an obstacle to get to where it get to, and then for her to just in turn and say that, I just thought that would be a major turn off for me, and probably I wouldn't be talking to you for the rest of the evening.
Gina.
So, but I mean, it's funny that on next week's preview, now all of a sudden you're explosive, it's offensive, all because, and he didn't call you fat. He just said, he didn't. He said, I just dealt with women that was slimmer.
Now let's be honest, though.
He did.
Clint is retaliating next week. Be clear.
He is slightly retaliate. It's a slight retaliate, but I think it's him being honest to say, hey, if you're gonna be so vocal as about what you like or what you don't like, I'm gonna go ahead and be vocal about what I like. And to be honest with you, you ain't it either.
Okay, we're not gonna tit for tat.
Yeah, but see, I was tit for tat, and like I said, in that moment, it would have been tit for tat, and feelings would have been hurt. But
next week, Clint
thank God for grace and mercy. In the flesh.
Not the shirt.
Yes. Give it up for the shirt.
And you always want to, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. You always want to be nasty. And then bring and be like, thank God. You ain't nothing but Shaquille.
I'm not.
And they keep on, but thank God for grace and mercy. You did it last week.
But you know what?
And I'm telling you this, God bless.
I'm I'm working on it. The Lord is working with me while I work on it.
And then you gonna sit there and say, I'd have told her, and I'd have told, she's not me, because I'd have been a little bit more petty. But thank God for grace and mercy.
Whatever. They get a decline because obviously
hard.
They're not going to make it. I mean, I agree. I don't think they should move in together. I think he should just end it now to save himself from some.
I would just save myself. I think that they should end it. They're a hard decline.
Yeah. Decline. Next
couple. Let's go to Kirsten and Shaquille. Go ahead.
She don't like him either.
And don't try to put God in it.
I'm not putting God in it. I'm just saying. I just think that, like, I don't know, because then Shaquille, when she told him at the table, like, you need to stop talking at me and, like, have a conversation with me. And he was like, I do be talking at you. So I think that. Did
you understand what she was saying when she said that? Because I immediately was like.
Nah, go ahead and explain it.
Shaquille, like, so when they sat down to have lunch, and I, he had a fair point. He was like, a lot of times we're sitting here and we're talking about me, and I want to talk about you. And then he was like, see, what I like to do with my students is, what are you trying to do? What I'm going to do with you is, I'm going to get you to where you need to be. I'm going to bring you up to Shaquille.
Right, the conversation had nothing to do with.
But I think so. I saw from that might be how he approaches everything.
Right.
And that's not necessarily how a wife will always want to be approached by her husband.
Now, I feel like I took a 30-second nap when they were doing ATV. I'm not sure. But I felt like he didn't enjoy it.
Well, the reason why he took a 30-second nap is because it took Shaquille 4 hours on what should have been a 2-hour excursion. Did you see that part?
No, I remember just waking up and it was over and they were
okay, this is what Shaquille said if you took a nap. Shaquille remember in the beginning
did he have some sort of accident?
Yes.
Okay.
And he was ejected from a car, and that's why he has the scar.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a very bad accident with his mom.
Oh no wonder he don't want to get on the ATV.
And I think a sibling. And he had a very bad.
But they all survived though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember him saying
that. Thank God. Now you say we thank God for grace and mercy. Okay. Shaquille, so he had that very bad accident. So he did explain that he was doing the ATVs because his wife is adventurous. And he didn't want to have her out there doing it by herself.
Right.
However, Shaquille rode the ATV. She wanted to be out there adventurous, like, if you ever rode an ATV, you like to get the speed going. The second time that was me, because the first time I got the speed going, I went in the bushes. But
not me, I'm a pro.
The second time, I understand, like, the exhilaration, get your adrenaline going, and it's beautiful. It's a lot of fun. That's not him because he has the PTSD from the accident. So he doesn't like to do, like, a lot of, like,
things that
adventurous things like that because he goes back to his accident. But he said, he mentioned his accident, but then he said something like, I have a lot of, everything just always ends up in an accident. I said, okay, Shaquille, you told us about one. What exactly are you referencing now? He was like, because everything just ends up in an accident. I said, well, how many accidents? But I know that was the big traumatic one, and that is how many accidents? Because that's what he said. I said,
I mean, that's true. So yeah,
but that's why he has the scar. And that's why it took a while.
And that one makes sense. And she probably should have had a little bit more compassion in regards to that, especially since he had such a traumatic accident. I would have had a little bit more grace with him because first of all,
they didn't show him communicating that to her though. He may have. He may have, but he was communicating that in his confessional.
Y'all gotta stop confessing to the confessionals.
I told y'all that the first. I told y'all that
and say stuff to the people that you're actually talking to, actually married to, actually supposed to supposed to be doing something with.
Because she may not think that that's a thing,
right? Because you're like, get on these ATVs. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Like, you didn't have an ATV accident, but you don't understand.
But you don't understand somebody that's been in a very traumatic accident.
And coming from somebody who's experienced a traumatic accidents and events in my life, then I can understand how.
You were hit by a whole car.
Yeah, I was, but
I was about to say, but you be on them ATVs like car who and then grace and mercy and then I'm living and God said and is
no because I think for me it's just because I was not in a car. It was like I was hit, and I never, and I don't remember being hit. The accident itself. I don't remember the accident itself. I don't remember, a car hitting me. I just remember. So, people process their traumas differently, and plus that was like a long time ago. So I'm like over it now, and
I mean, because you were still, it was enough for you. Well, the way the accident happened, you're right, you didn't remember, but it was, you were old enough. You were 17.
Yeah, I was 17, so I definitely remember it. I remember being in the hospital from it. So yeah, I just feel like they should probably communicate a little bit better. I mean, I like the fact that she told him at the table, like, don't talk at me. Let's just have conversations, and let's just work on having those natural conversations. Just like, I will think that it'll come. I just don't know if he can learn how to, in the time frame that she needs to, have those natural conversations with her, because I feel like she gets annoyed by that and doesn't really want to have a conversation with them. It's like, okay, if you're gonna keep bringing up this, like, I don't really want to talk to you, type of thing. So
I also, once again, I saw what I have been saying. I saw the click. They really are.
They get it declined.
No. Except. They really, I'm telling you, they really
denied.
They really have it. They just have something. What are you talking about? How do they not? Okay.
I personally just don't see that being a long time thing.
And supporting facts. Supporting facts.
Watch the show. That's the supporting facts.
I've been watching How to Get Away with Murder, so I think I'm analyzing.
Okay, you're not. I don't watch it, but
Judge denied. Motion denied.
I'm just saying, I don't get the feeling that they're going to make it. Like I said, even if they
you don't see them click in their chemistry. You don't see that.
They have moments. They have moments, but like not enough that to me will make last. I mean, I hope they do. I hope they prove me wrong. Y'all hope y'all skipping down the highway. Well, not the highway, Lord, but skipping down the street.
You know you got. Shut up.
I hope they're living their best lives right now. I hope that they're proving
separately or together.
Child, whatever it is. I think together. I mean, if you're rooting for them and you think they're going to be together,
I see it because I can see it. You don't see it,
no, ma'am. So,
Go ahead. Okay. The mail lady just came. And she has to drop the mail off. This mail lady,
she always bumping her
gums. When they deliver mail 7 days a week?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, however many days, this woman, I have never in my life, she is always
bumping her gums. Like, that's what's up.
She must have somebody that. Yeah, but who is available every day to talk to you?
Somebody ain't working because everybody in America ain't working.
It's her mom. Even mommy would have told us, I got to go.
She always be like, I'll call you back. Mom, you'll never want to talk on the phone with me. But anyway.
She's not as bad as Daddy.
No, she's not.
Anything else here? That's what our dad said. Anything else here?
I don't feel like talking. That's what Daddy's like. I don't feel like talking.
Yeah, I don't feel like this. Okay.
Back to decline.
Okay, so 2 things with Kirsten and Shaquille. One, I was going to say that, yes, I still continue to see their chemistry. The other thing, too, was I felt like he was being, like, a little dramatic when he was like, oh, it felt so good to have you there for his little his thing that he had to do. Like, it's so good to know that you have somebody rooting in your corner. It was just a lot.
I think that was a stretch because it was one day. She's been in your corner
for 4 days.
Yeah, but that was one day that she was there as opposed to, I think, to say, like, moving forward. It's nice to have somebody to have support, but, thank you for...
he was saying moving forward.
Yeah, I think he was saying moving forward.
Because I was going to say, he was overwhelming me.
He was
with all of that. I was
like, support?
Well, he was making it seem like, no, because in life, like, and then he just keeps going to, like, because you're my part. You're supposed to be, this is what I know. Like, so it's just, that was a little overwhelming for one day.
Yeah, I think that I think he's just really excited to have somebody. He's just speaking of
futuristically. Okay,
yeah. And he's excited because I was looking at the same thing. I was like, she's not there. She wasn't there the whole time you've got. But from this moment forward, however long that he's going to be, like, getting his education and thing, he's being appreciative. He was being appreciative of that. And she could have been like me, like I said last week, who could have said, I'll see you in Jamaica. I don't know you anyway. She was willing, stayed, and they arrived together. So, I mean, that speaks to both of them and her character.
Now,
still behind.
They are an accept for me.
Okay.
I have moved them from tentative to accept. And please note, I just want to make another disclaimer. Throughout the season, meeting times and schedules can change. But I moved them to an accept. The last thing I wanted to say about them was she too gave him a little harsh truth.
What about his bald head?
She told him that she wasn't that
attracted. Yeah,
she
did. I don't think they should be having.
But the way that she did it was, it wasn't like she was saying like, whatever.
She did it in a better way than
she did because she was explaining it because he actually said to her, "You don't have to worry. I'm very attracted to you, as my wife, my whatever." She was actually complimenting him. He gives her forehead kisses. Right. She liked the forehead kisses. He was like, "I'm very attracted to you," and she was just like, "Okay." And then she was just like, "I'm getting there with you. Right. This is to be. If I'm honest with you." This is what it was honestly from the beginning. Right. It wasn't immediate. I wasn't really into your bald head. Like it wasn't immediate. But as I continue to be with you, I really like, and I was like, come on, get over it, Kirsten. Get over. That's the hump I'm talking about. We're gonna make it.
On to the next one. On to the next.
Can I sing?
The next. No.
Y'all will never know. Shut up.
So, now y'all never know. We just heard you.
All right. Next couple.
Let's talk about Chris and Nicole.
Mm-hmm. They did a rum tasting. Go ahead.
They're the only couple that I really like. And I like the fact that they said to each other before the end of this, I want to have got to have known you to make a decision.
And they're having good conversations.
They are having good conversations. Mm-hmm. They ripping the Band-Aids off. She's basically saying, this is me. This is how I am. This is how I used to be now. Now, Chris wasn't with how she used to be. And maybe some of her ways. So when you asked last week, what was going to be some of their conflicts? I think maybe in ways that she responds. And if she ever comes at him with the way that he doesn't like, then he definitely will. They will run into conflict.
He said that.
But I think that I know that they'll be able to get through it. Because again, up front, she was honest, like, this is how I am, this is what I do. So, and he was like, I don't like all that, and I'm going to check you, basically. And, if you act like that. So, if they come to a point ahead where she does something that he don't like, and he responds in a way, I think they'll work. I think that they're going to work. They did the little rum taste testing.
Yes, and whatever his name was, I forget the little person that was doing the rum testing. He was not pouring. He was pouring shots like that. Who's taking back shots like that of rum?
I'm surprised.
Just straight rum.
I'm surprised.
He hit on another flavor. Boom. That's a shot. Dude almost said that.
They're talking about he wanna did it go show him a dance. No, I told him alcohol you done gave them, and she was like, I'm not even like.
And then Chris tried it. I said, all that rum, you gonna try that dance? There was absolutely no rhythm anywhere found on the island.
He tried.
That's all I want to say about that. He was pouring them big old shots. Every time he would pour them one, I was like, I felt for her. She was like, I don't drink like this. She was like,
she should have said no.
I thought we were sipping. I was like, girl, that's a wine tasting. You had a whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, a rum.
You had a rum tasting. In Jamaica.
That was crazy.
Rum too. So.
I was like, they are.
Yeah,
right.
They are known for rum.
I didn't. I'm not a heavy drinker either.
I don't drink it. So I don't.
So
and definitely not nobody rum. So I ain't about to do that. No, not to myself. I'm good. My stomach and stuff. We ain't doing that.
I would get you a rum shot.
So no, ma'am.
Jamaica style.
Nah.
So I think that they're having good conversations. I like that when they got to dinner, he brought up kids.
Yes, that was a good thing.
And they had an excellent conversation around it. Mm-hmm. And I understood everything that she was saying.
Right.
She was like, kids were not really her focus. And I'm just saying from my personal thing, kids were not really her focus. Right. But like, then she's like, I don't, like, nothing's holding me back from kids. And we've had this conversation before. I am like,
you go back and forth.
On kids.
You like, I can have them, I have them. I don't. If I don't, I ain't worry about it.
I don't. But I know
people. Nephew.
But I know people that are very like want kids, and I always say that would be for my future husband. We're going to have a Kristen Nicole conversation. That would be a conversation that I think is extremely important.
It's absolutely important.
And I have been enjoying their conversation, and they, to me, have truly been the definition of getting to know each other.
Absolutely. Like, I like them, and I think that they're really, truly in the process for the actual process and experiment. Like, giving all and saying, like, how is this going to work? How is this going to be? We got to stop with the love questions, though. Like, stop asking people, day 2, is you in love with me? And saying, psych, you were serious. You want to know. And he ran in on teeter-totter. I can see you. I can see myself loving. No, we're not there. We're not there yet.
After a week, I can't.
I'm not even gonna. We're not. I don't even want to go there.
It takes me like 3 years to know if I can see myself. You know what? This might work out.
I'm just like, let's just do the thing where we just talk and have conversations and get to know each other and explore love.
She seems to be very aware too. Like she's taking the time to become aware of herself. And this may be because of her past relationships and because she has dealt with the trauma in whatever way, whether that be therapy or whatever that brought this out for her. But she seems to do a good job of being aware of herself and how she'll show up as a partner. And I think Chris does a good job too. And they're very affectionate. I like the affection. Are you an affectionate person? Like public display of affection?
I mean, I hold your hand if it's a must, but I mean, I don't think that's what do they call it, acts of service or love language. I don't think that's my love language. Like, I don't need you to give me a kiss in public. Girl. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends.
That's right, but I think that's.
I mean, in my past relationship, it was just like, I mean, I just had to do certain stuff just because I had to do it. You're trying to be nice. But it wouldn't be a requirement like I always
that's not like I
think
who you
I'm
are.
like what's her name?
Who?
The couple we just talked about before.
Kirsten. Okay.
Where like I could be like touching you or like sitting next to you.
But she's not all over.
But I'm not all over you.
But I attribute that to because she's trying to get to. But no.
But I'm saying.
But no, she did say too that she said it's not Shaquille, it's me.
Right.
When we go back to them, I forgot about that. She said it's not Shaquille, it's me. She said I'm just a slow walker in that I don't do a lot.
I don't.
She did say that.
It's like, it's not a thing. Like, it's not like I always think about it too. Like, I think it's we don't. Like, as far as, like, affection and stuff, it's like, we don't hug each other all the time. Yeah. This is fake, though, because we don't. I'm playing. No, I'm saying, no. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like I think, like, in important times or, like, every now and again, like, we'll do it. Like, our dad is probably the most affectionate out of all of us because he always wants somebody to give me a hug, give me a kiss, but... And then we're like, all right. Come on, daddy, relax. But we'll give him a hug, like, to oblige. Thank God for our parents still being here with us. So,
shout out.
Frank and Sharon. But, I don't know. I feel like that it's just... Yeah. Because it's part of, like, how you grew up, too. So, it's like... Yeah. I don't think that it's a requirement for me. Like, I gotta be out and... I don't know if that I'm actually... And I don't know if I'm personally comfortable with that. Yeah, like, it's kind of like a comfortability level for me, too. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested or don't like to be
You're more of a private person. And I think with privacy, you don't feel the need to always be...
Right. Like, you don't gotta be doing all that in front of everybody to see.
I am extremely private. You don't even know how
I don't know why I did that.
I am extremely private.
Right.
But I am totally fine if you want to kiss me.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm saying. That's you. I feel like
right over there by the red potatoes.
I can't. And if I'm with you and you do, I'm like, this is like too much.
No, it would never be too much though. Because you know how I feel when it gets to be too much. All right now. When it gets to be too much. It's never too much, but and I say that to say that Chris mentioned that his previous, the reason why I brought that up anyway, was that Chris mentioned that his previous relationship, she wouldn't even, like, she didn't want to hold his hand. Yeah. She didn't want to do anything. But it was an issue within their relationship and not necessarily how she was.
Right.
Like, if you're in a relationship, I'm not going to see it as, oh, my sister don't like you if she's not holding your hand.
Right.
If she holding your hand, I would be like, you stop holding her hostage. She don't want to hold your hand.
Not stop holding her hostage.
If I ever see you, if I see you out somewhere holding hands with some dude, I'm like,
I had to do it. No,
that's why I brought that up. But I really like them. I think that Chris and Nicole are very self-aware. I was talking to Carla. Carla does our hair. Hey, Carla.
Shout out, Carla.
We were talking about this season. So she did say to me, because I was like, oh, Carla, I was telling her we have a YouTube channel. We've been reviewing it. Mm-hmm. And she did say to me, she was like, Nicole's issue is her eyelashes. She was like, her eyelashes might be a little too long, and because her lids are short. And I was like, my sister tried to hush me when I said that something was going on in her eye area. And she said, and Carla said, it's the eyelashes. Yes. So.
Then I tried to hush you.
Yeah, make me feel like I'm crazy. I'm like, I know. I would have.
Well, we're giving Chris and Nicole an accept.
Accepts. 100%.
That's the only accept I'm giving out this season. Now,
Chris and Nicole are.
Let's move on to Dominique and McKinley. And I have no notes on them.
Me either.
Which means it's not memorable.
No, they were memorable. It's just now become cringeworthy. Dominique don't like that man. Dominique don't like that man. Dominique don't like that man. But she keep telling him she do.
That's the problem. We gotta be honest, people. If you don't like that man, tell him.
I don't know if she's thinking like what Kirsten was saying, like, is she gonna grow into like with him?
I think she's trying to put forth an effort.
Okay.
Honestly, like, she's not like the other ones that have said outright, I don't find you attractive, I don't like you. I mean, even though she's kind of she's doing opposite of what we think she feels. Like, she says she likes him, but I don't get that 100% from her that she really likes him.
Let me tell you what I got, and I'm gonna tell you why she don't like him. Mm-mm. This is what I got from their clips from this episode. McKinley is corny. He's mad corny. And I think that's why she don't like him.
Why?
No, I'm serious. And that's not to say, let me tell you something. I don't mind a corny dude. I do not. But I really think that's why McKinley don't like him. And because even she be like, that smile and that awkwardness, especially when he's in his vein.
Well, she told him he was corny. She was like, this is what your family was talking about.
Yeah, she did. And then too, like, McKinley, another thing that she kind of hinted to, he's a bit of a chronic complainer. Okay, she hinted to it.
I mean, I
can
see that about the plane, so she probably is right.
Because she was like, okay, dude, like, you keep saying, I'm not doing that. He didn't want to get on that boat. All he kept saying was, I'm not doing it. Okay, I'll do it. And she was just like, whether you do it or not, I'm going out on the boat. She's like, I don't want to have this song and dance with you every time it's time to do something.
Yeah.
She did tell him that. She was like, why do you keep saying what you, like, swearing to me you're not going to do it? And then you end up showing up doing it. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
So stop complaining, essentially.
Like, stop complaining about stuff. She was like, she was like, my husband always got, something to say. That's what she's, with her confessional. I said, he's corny. And that, with somebody that complains too much on top of being corny, you're not going to be corny and complain.
Not two C's.
But somebody that complains.
Pick one.
Maybe double C's. Somebody that is a chronic complainer. And if you're not sure if you're one, examine yourself. I want you to know something. When you complain a lot and you don't think you're complaining, but you're honestly constantly complaining, you are draining. You are physically draining. Keyword. Negative people and complaining people all the time.
My gosh.
Drain. You're draining. Even remember Mommy was mentoring that one person and I was like, Mom, I don't know how you do it, because every time she says something, it is like, it was every time I tried to get my head above water, it started to rain. I said, Mom, how are you doing it? Complaining.
Certain people can actually deal with people that complain.
It is draining.
A tolerance level some people don't have. So Dominique seem like she's trying to tolerate it as much as she can, but I'm pretty sure she's getting ready to reach her breaking point to say, you know what, I've had enough.
I cannot wait to see. Uh-oh. Thank you. Stop talking about people.
Yeah, you do this out there.
It's in my throat. It's nothing. I can feel the tickle.
Where's my Lysol?
Do you have any water? Lysol? Do you have water?
No,
I'm telling you, there's a tickle. Oh, I forgot that. Okay.
So what was you gonna say? You forgot.
Oh, I know. Okay. I am really curious to see what causes her to be like, I can't.
And run into the arms of Clint.
Well, Carla said on the after show, Aris, what's his name? Aris and Dominique were on the after show googly eyeing each other. And we could get into Aris and Jasmine with that.
As we segue into Aris and Jasmine.
Our last couple.
All Aris want to do is have sex. I'm sorry. Every conversation he wants to bring up sexual position, sex. Like, nobody wants to hear that 24/7.
He's not asking questions. Aris
Now, real questions. Like, when she asks him, like, what is something that you really want to know about me? What's your favorite sexual position? Bye.
And then he proceeds to try to get deep about it. We're consenting adults. Why am I not...
And not everybody
don't want to
talk about that on television.
But we are consenting adults, but we've known each other for 4 days.
4 days. Like,
can we get into actually knowing me?
Like, I know we married and all, but like, calm down.
Aris is just playing the game. And he's playing the game of married at first sight. Because he does all the right things when them cameras is on.
I don't feel like he be doing all the right things.
No, he be saying the right things. Even because he was talking to Jasmine and he was like, I know you have a lot on you. I'm excited to come in.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was really
that was nice.
Really nice. Like, that was so nice.
That was a nice thing.
He was like, I'm happy to come in and relieve you. Her mom is going through cancer.
Yeah.
She's like, he was like, I'm happy to relieve you. He was like, I know it's a lot on you. He was like, even if you need somebody walking all these daggone dogs. Like, he made the little joke in there.
Right.
It was really, really, really nice for the camera.
You don't think that he'll be like that?
Nope. I don't think that Aris likes Jasmine.
Oh.
I think that he could be that person. Like, even the fact that he was steady telling her, no, I don't be in love with people.
We've had quite a few people that come on this show that keep saying that they've never been in love before. And then that automatically makes the other person think that they'll never fall in love with them. And then they start to overthink about the situation. Do I really want to be involved with someone who doesn't? I think in those times that those people that keep saying that they have not ever been in love need to preface it with, but I got into this, or I opted to do this with keeping in mind that I want to fall in love with the person that I'm with. So although I've never been in love before, or maybe never had a serious relationship, I'm really doing this experiment to see, if we are truly compatible. But it is always in the back of my mind that at some point in time, I should be falling in love with this person, even though I never had love before. Every time they say that, though, when these women or men say they've never loved someone, I'm just like, why are we on this show? Because they don't, to me, put in a lot of effort to reassure the person.
Yeah,
I know I said I never fall in love, but that's not to say that I'm not open to falling perhaps in love with you. Something along that lines. I don't know, but
the reason why I say that is like concerning is because they have all of these relationships and these experiences. If to me, it's one thing for them to be like, yeah, like, I haven't dated a lot. I haven't had it, so I don't know what it is to truly be in love.
That's true.
But they coming in 12 girlfriends down, and they're like, I ain't love her either.
Right.
I'm about not gonna love you. Like, that's how it feels.
It does.
Even if that's not their intent.
Right. I mean, and he definitely owned up to why he.
He did.
Never got married or didn't see himself.
What did he say?
He was saying he was immature. That people would do things, like one little thing could set him off, and then he just no longer would be interested.
Eris is the only child.
So, I mean, I thought that was good that he could recognize at least that about himself, and hopefully that he puts a little bit more effort into this process to not be that immature person that he claims has been in the past.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Eris likes Jasmine?
I do. I think that he does like her. Or I think he's physically attracted to her. I guess when it gets down to it, and when you're watching the conversations, I can see how you're questioning if he really likes her, because their conversations don't have much depth to them. It's at the surface
at
level.
Aris's discretion.
Right.
Because he's the one that always just wants to be like, he just jokes around like, girl, we just got 8 weeks.
Right.
That's how his approach is.
Yeah.
But like, even when he's like talking to the cameras and stuff, it's just very much like, I'm glad she did that. That's cool. That's what a wife would do. She was like checking on my beard.
Wait, I was laughing, not you in this scuba diving.
He's scuba diving in his
about
beard.
to lose your life over your beard.
And she gotta keep checking him. And he's talking about all the salt water getting in. The gear doesn't fit.
At that point, it's time to come out the water. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, it's no way in the world I would have sat there and had all that coming up in my eye.
And then he said to her, he was like, you want me to cut it?
Cut what?
The
beard. And she was like, no. Because she was like, that's what, she attracted to that on him. It was like, oh, okay. And she's like, I think I should trim it. I'm like, I think you should, like she said, you should get the right equipment. So if you're going to go out in the water, you don't have to worry about nothing.
She likes him.
She definitely likes him.
I definitely think she
definitely likes him. Like I said, when he was sitting there talking about feed me, whatever she had on her plate, it was a lobster or something like that. I said, here he go again.
He didn't want to be
always want somebody to feed you. I'm not even going to talk about this.
I think that's him trying to have a cute gesture, though.
He made her reach across the table. He like, come on, lean in for this. If you want his food.
He told her she couldn't really reach him, right? She tried to feed it to him. He was like, reach.
And then at that moment, I would have back in my mouth just to mess with him.
She did. She couldn't really reach him, and he was like, come on, reach. You don't bring that little peanut head in here.
But I would like to think that even the words that he said and about being there and recognizing
it was really sweet.
I would like to think that he would actually live up to what he's saying and not just saying it to the cameras just because. But we'll know. We'll see in the next couple of weeks if he honestly does that. Because
are these fuzzies from me on to you?
Mm-hmm, probably, but you can't see them in the camera.
You might be able to see mine. I had a little shawl.
So like here.
We don't have a script. My goodness. Go ahead.
I didn't say, but I was in the middle of a thought. So.
Oh, sorry. I just was looking out the corner of my eye. You would like to think that he's really being sincere.
Just being genuine about what he's saying. Mm-hmm. And, he really does show up for her because she's dealing with her mother who has
Did you feel like he was being sincere when he was saying all that?
I felt like that. I felt like
too.
He wasn't just saying that just to be saying that. Yeah. Like, I'll be there, whatever I have to do to help you. And she's like, you can go to the hospital. He's like, yeah, your mom like me. I'm going to go. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think that, while he might not show up to the hospital all the time, I think he might pop up.
So I do think that is the type of person that he is, but I feel like Aris has charisma. And I just think that he just knows how to say the right things. Well, he knows how to...
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, he has charisma. He's a nice looking guy. He's 39, and I think that he just has charisma. Like, baby, I'll show up for you. But like... And there's so many of them, so many Arises out there. We won't get into it.
As long as you just show up.
No, but I really do because I think that she genuinely likes him.
She does.
But he is tired of her eating that bacon, ain't he?
Well, I mean, because he's somebody don't eat it. He like, you had it yesterday, the day before. I'm like, listen, I like bacon too. I'm not going to stop eating my bacon.
She tearing that bacon up though. But on vacation, I probably would be tearing up bacon too.
But my thing is though,
but not at home.
It's what I eat. Yeah, at home I'll be eating bacon.
Yes, it's what she eats.
So
yeah.
we gotta compromise here. If
you don't eat bacon, what did this piggy do to you?
I'm like nothing. That's what I'm eating.
Is he vegetarian?
I don't know.
Or he just doesn't eat pork, red meat?
It might not. I don't know. I didn't get into it. I just realized when he had to bringing up the bacon, and I was like, all right, now we don't keep talking about this. He said he missed it, so it could be.
He wanted to smell it.
Yeah, so he likes it. I'm like, you want a piece?
Okay. I'm not convinced that he fully likes Jasmine yet, and that is my issue.
I think he'll get there. If they can get there. I'm still giving them a decline.
Why are you giving them a decline if you feel like they're going to get there?
Child,
like, I feel like Shaquille and Kirsten will get there.
These people not. They not giving me... If they was giving me Chris and Nicole vibes, I would say yes, but they not.
I like Jasmine's spirit, though.
Jasmine has a beautiful spirit. And I think that Jasmine is concerned that he's been in relationships and hasn't loved, and the fact that he's saying these things and letting her know, but he's not validating her feelings as making her feel confident, that I think that that's going to play a part in them not staying together.
I don't want to put all only children in one category, but this is big only child energy that Aries has.
It could be. Or it could just be just him, just how he acts. Because maybe not all only children. Like, you said you didn't put them all in the category, but
I want to put them all in the same category.
He seems like he's given. I get my way all the time, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So they are a decline for me, and that's because of Aries, not because of Jasmine.
Decline.
But I think that he's funny. I think he's cool, and he has a lot of charisma.
He does.
He has the Riz.
Not the Riz.
That's what the kids call it. Well, that's all the couples.
That's a wrap.
So next week, end of episode announcement. I'm heading to Dubai. Yes. Today, me and my lovely mother are heading out. Did you roll yours?
I did. My mom's going away, and I can't talk to her for 9 days on the phone. I call her every day.
You can contact her on WhatsApp. Or contact me, and I'll get...
it's not about you. I want to talk to you.
And I'll get you through to...
Not you being a mediator. Bye. Yeah.
So, we are leaving today to go to Dubai for a week. So, next week... Oh, we will be here, because I'm going to do it on Friday.
Yeah, we'll be
back.
Well,
I don't have an announcement.
You just wanted to tell somebody you was going to Dubai. That's it.
Could be.
Well, that's a wrap.
We're on our way. Well, that could be it.
Yeah, it could be it.
Well, we're leaving tonight.
Yes.
The car will be here to get us soon. We are excited. And a couple people are hating. She's not the only one. My dad's a hater too. So
we're not hating. We're just like...
You and Daddy are high haters.
Is it necessary?
Yes. My mom more so has always definitely wanted to go. I definitely, want to experience Dubai. And I'm sure it's not my last time. We'll be traveling back again. I have a couple of vacations this year, so I'm excited that we're getting started.
I mean, y'all just missed Beyonce, but go ahead. Live your life.
We're good.
I know.
Remember, I'm trying to...
I just want to say that. Yeah, no. Yeah, nah. You ain't got it. Just like half the people on my timeline. Stop.
No, and then you sent me that video of that girl screeching like that. It was like, that's how you sounded. I said, better than you done tried.
Well.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe. Make sure you're getting the notification. Here you go with that.
I'll say like.
Make sure you hit that notification. Follow us on social media. We are so excited to continue to bring you just a fun energy for Relax, Relate, Debrief. Anything that you want to discuss. If you're watching Married at First Sight, be sure that you comment. Let us know your thoughts. Are we off? Do we not know what we're talking about? Right. That could very well be the case.
I mean, it's not.
We are happy to have the conversation with everybody. And then let us know some fun topics that you want us to discuss. Because, like we said, it's just about having fun. Relax, relate, to breathe. Until next time.
Bye.